Yeah, we want to ask you about what's going on in Philadelphia because obviously there's a lot going on in Philadelphia. We'll start with James Harden. What was so? Can you take us through his decision in terms of opting in and then choosing to request a trade rather than just obviously him? He could have opted out and just gone into free agency. Was like because if he really wanted to leave, I suppose he could have just gone the other direction.
Yeah, the thing is, he wanted to go to Houston, right? Well, the thing is, Houston, it seemed like was a guarantee a couple months ago, right? That he was going to go back to Houston, he was going to get paid, and then all of a sudden, it got to a point where some guys within the organization, felt that Fred was a better player for them, and what happened is it just seems like the money that they were going to give him, Fred got, it seemed like. But at the same time, the Sixers weren't willing to, James is getting older. James struggled a little bit in the playoffs at times, and I felt like the Sixers weren't willing to invest in him long term. So when you look at it, the money that James had is kind of like, I hate to use a cliche, but it's better to have a bird in the hand than two in the bush. So he's taking the money, right? And then he wants to go to the Clippers, and he wants to ball out, see what he can do, and then see what's going to happen in free agency next summer. So you look at it that way. It was kind of like the Houston thing dried out for him, which really impacted the leverage that he had with the Sixers. There weren't a lot of teams. Now, typically, if there are a lot of teams that want to come after you, then you can always say, well, I can get overpaid, so to speak. Well, there weren't a lot of teams, and especially championship contenders. So he's not getting overpaid.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that the pivot from Houston targeting James Harden, which was reporting all season, I think even when they were doing their head coaching search, I think it came out that essentially they were asked, like, hey, what would you think about coaching James Harden as the head coach here? Before he even went there, and obviously he's not going back there. That seemed to be a pretty sharp pivot going from him to going to Fred. But, yeah, I mean, his interest in the Clippers, I mean, what would that kind of framework look like? What's an acceptable return, I suppose, for Philadelphia fans if you're going to give up on a guy like James Harden, who obviously he's not peak James Harden anymore, but he was still 20-10 and led the league in assists last year.
Exactly. And I think that Philadelphia, it's funny, right? Because Philadelphia fans, and just about any other fan base, like when they see a guy every day, they'll complain oh, we can't get him out of here. Like he's no longer the same guy, right? So let's move on. But then when they want the player back, they want it to be another top 75 all-time player, right? Great. So people we got to get Paul George. We got Kawhi Leonard, right?
Yeah,
but really, huh?
Well, Kawhi's not happening for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not happening. So it's one of those things where, but if you're the 76ers, you want to get something back that's going to keep you in championship contention. But right now, the best thing that you can get from the Clippers are possibly some role players like a Dwight Powell, a Marcus Morris. I don't even know if you could get Terrence Mann at this particular point because they look at him as a nice young star. So there are certain guys that you can get in there, that who are, could be role players. But the problem is if you're the 76ers and you look at James and what you said, the 20-10, he was the best facilitator on the team. They don't have anybody else. So if you bring in other guys who can be role players, that's great. But is that keeping you on par with the Boston Celtics or the Milwaukee Bucks or the Miami Heat? So that's the dilemma that the Sixers have right now.
Yeah, and it's interesting too, Keith, because I mean, technically James is under contract because he opted in, and there's already been talk that they might be able to convince James to show up to training camp if there isn't a deal done by then. And then we know that Daryl Morey's famous for being not caring about being uncomfortable. I mean, this obviously reminds, I think, everyone, especially in Philly, about the Ben Simmons situation. Do you think there's a scenario where, the Clippers offer, like you mentioned, isn't that appealing, and maybe they don't find the right trade to get the pieces that James Harden starts with the team next season?
I think that could happen. I don't think I don't think it is ideal as much as Daryl says it. I think they all know that that's not ideal, and especially, you got Nick Nurse coming in there, a new coach. You want to get everything started. You want everything to be great. But the whole Ben Simmons thing, as much as everybody wants to, everybody says everything like be positive about it, but it was a strain on the Sixers. So I feel like, yes, if he doesn't get it, that's an option. But I also feel like that they don't want it to come to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the problem is, like, unfortunately, if you're the Clippers, you're not going to give up one of your all-star caliber players for a guy who, lost it a little bit, lost a step, and also who's in the final year of his contract. Like, I don't think you're going to do that for him. I don't see it.